Hey guys. Okay, that's better. It's Haley from Haley's Design Studios. My market was yesterday. It's May 4th. It's like before 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, 7:41. I was hurting after my market yesterday because I typically don't do an outside market anymore. So like I'm not having to tote my weights or any of that. Like I do 2 outside markets a year and that's it. Because I do 3 that are inside, and that's typically all I have time for in a year anymore. Which I'm gonna try and do more and more inside markets, just because I've learned, like if I've got my mom with me helping me, because I don't ever do a market by myself. Unless like I absolutely have to, like there's been a cancellation or something like that. That it's easier for her if I do an inside market where I'm not having to take my weights, I'm not having to take my sandbags, I'm not having to take my canopy, I'm not having to put up my sidewalls. Yesterday I had to put up my sidewalls because it was trying to rain on us. What else? And then like it's just hard. It's a hard day. But now I will say this much. My takedown does not take me but 30 minutes. Well, 40 minutes. I can get everything I have broken down in 30 minutes. Because I have 2 wooden shelves now. I have one that Stacy uses. And I have like a farmer's basket shelving thing. Where the baskets fold up and they fold out. So then it's like a wooden stand where the back props it up. And I have my black shelf, and then I have my display stuff. So I have that, and like right through here hurts. Right through here hurts because like I hadn't had to use my canopy, so I'm not having to tote it. I'm not having to put it up and stuff like that. So there's that. But I last left y'all like last Sunday with what I made. So I'm going to include that in this video as well. So you're going to see that. And then I'm going to come back and give you the market breakdown. Hey guys. Alright. So we got some things to talk about this week. Okay. So my market is this next Saturday. This coming up Saturday, May 3rd. So I've got to start really like booking it in, getting some things made, and all that. So, because, I didn't sell out my last market, but, like, I sold enough that it was a pretty decent thing in my stock. I need to prep more alligators if I can. But that may be, I have 6, they just have embroidered eyes instead of the safety eyes. So I may not make more of those. I don't need to make more chickens. I made a Charmander and it's sold. So I would like to have another one, but I do have 2 Pokemon already. So I don't want to do that if I need to make other things. So I have made 3 of these sharks. I've made a gray, a purple, and then like that noise here. It's a variegated blue, green, and white that I got from Premier Basic Chanel. This is made at Premier Basic Chanel. So this for $20. So I've got 3 of these. I just need to embroider the eyes on that one. Got a whale from Yarny Box. So this for $20 as well. It needs embroidered eyes. I have 2 mice that I am going to feed. Where they go? I'm going to be selling for $12. I would like to make another gray one of these. And then that gives me 3, and then I won't have to make any more. Because I either make things in 3s or 5s, unless they are a big seller, and then like I prep all those. So, I got a cat here. Probably gonna make a few more of these. So I'm gonna sell this for 12. The mice are gonna sell for 12 if I did not say that. Got a blueberry. I'm hoping to make a couple more of these. So, because it's a spring market, so I'm hoping to make a couple more of these. So that's gonna be 12 as well. I have made a moose, selling him for 40. Like I said, he probably needs to be priced higher, but there are some things I did that I don't like about this pattern that I will fix for the next one I make. So, but for now, he's 40. I have made, this is just stuff I have here. I have made 2 gray spiders. They have embroidered eyes. These are 12. I have a big possum with the dead eyes. I'm hoping to make another one of these in the bigger, in the yarn. So I've actually got the yarn now from Premier Basic Chenille. So I got this. Like I said, 20. And then I had this top of the well done. I just did the bottom of it. So it goes in my little $8 bin. Everything back in my bag. So this is everything I made this week, and all fits in this bag. Well, that was everything I made earlier in the week. I'm going to show you what I made last night. So I made the well last night, yesterday, and then I made 2 chicken nuggets because I sold one. These just need embroidered eyes, and I sell these for 12. And then I've seen a lot of people make these. This is one of the Chunky Mon. It's a free pattern. Naughty Nat is the creator for this. I really liked it. I think this needed to be over 1. But because I really did try to center it, but I just don't think I centered it correctly. But like I said, that's me. That's not the designer. That is a me thing. So that is everything I have made. I'm also going to sell the Chunky Mon for 12. So, and all of the Chunky Mon are going to be 12 no matter the price. So ones that took, like that one that doesn't have a lot of sewing and stuff or different color changes, then I make my money back for the others. But I think just charging 12 for those is great. I'm probably not going to make a whole lot of them, but I did want to make a few of them. Now time to show you some things that I found that I have made. So I'll start with this. I just gotta sew this up and put some embroider some eyes on these. Okay, this is Tori's. The whimsical goblin. This is her free octo pattern. So I have 3 of these. I think I actually have 4. I just don't know where my other one went. It's yellow, so it's here somewhere. But anyways, as of right now, I have 3 that I found. I'm gonna leave this one out so I can sew that up. These 2 I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in there. I have another one of my octopus is in the Bernat dot. So. And then I have another one of these rainbow dinosaurs. In this colorway, this stuff always sells for me. So these for 15. My octopuses now in Bernat are 10, and the Parfait Chunky and stuff, they are going to, no, brunette is going to be 15, and the parfait chunky is going to be 10. So, I just need to border the eyes on this dude. And then I've never made this pattern before, but I think I need to make another one. It's Madeline Mako's Elephant. It's from her Safari pack. Now, this pack, I don't know if this is one of her retired ones or not. So I have so many patterns from her. So, I don't think it's one of her new set though, because I think it's the old body style. He just needs some eyes and then he will be done. I think I'm going to charge $20 for him. I mean, he's a decent size. And considering you have to make the arms, the trunk, and the ears before you start making the body. So then as you work with the body, crochet these in, you crochet these in, you crochet this in. So, with that, I mean, I'm thinking 20 is a great price for that. So, and I want to make one more of the elephant. I want to make that in gray. I've got so much yarn, so like I've got all the colors. I've just got to get busy. I've got this light pink right here. So I'm gonna start with making a pig or two in this. I ended up getting 3 different pinks. So one pink I've already made 2 pigs in. Thinking about making 2 in this one and then 1 in the other one I have. And then going from there and getting the green stuff. Probably making a couple of like alligators and stuff, but I may not. I have tons of brunette blanket and stuff, so I may do that. But yeah, we're just gonna go with the flow and just see what today takes us. It is Sunday. It is April 27th. So my market is May 3rd. It's this Saturday. So I will be back on later to show you what all I have done. And it probably, I don't know if it'll be the night or if it'll be Tuesday before I show you, because I know I won't show you on Mondays. Mondays is Monday Night Zooms with Refined Vibes. So I don't do anything on that night except crochet. I don't film. Unless I'm just getting off early and quickly showing y'all. So there's that. I'm going to give y'all some prices that I do have right here. So my spiders, the pigs, the mice, frogs, chicken nuggets, and alligators. Those are all my $12 items. Along with Perry the Platypus, he's another $12 item. Okay, my big possums, my big sharks, those are $20. I got some big triceratops from Tilly, the triceratops pattern. I charge $30 for those. I've got 2 of those. So then I've got regular triceratops. They're gonna be 15. Possums are 15. My octo and brunette blanket is 15. What else is like 15? Got a few dinos that are at 15. I got a few turtles, ladybugs. Those are all 15. What else? Scrunchies are $5. I've got a lot of $5, like chickens, octos, little ghosts, which I don't make the ghosts right now. Little pumpkins, not making those right now. Whales, sharks, little frogs, all of that is 15. I still have lots of that kind of stuff, so I probably won't make any more of this type of stuff, because I do have some. So once I sell all that, then I will go and make more. I've got little bees too, $5 bees, so I don't think I'll be going in making any more of those right now. For my yarn, this is where we're at. So as you can see, I'm saving all of my labels, and I'm doing that. I've got an order for a blanket, so once I get that yarn, I will start working on that, and then go from there. But I'm gonna get to cracking and get some things done. I've got some things on my list I want to make. I want to make more chunky mod. I want to make the pigs today. There's a little strawberry I want to make. There's a few things from like Jenna's book that I need to remake, like my raccoon that sold. I have another bear that I need to remake because it's sold. So I'm gonna get cracking onto that, and I'll come back and see y'all later. Hey guys! Okay, so you just saw what I had planned to make. I'm gonna go on and tell y'all I did not get Charmander done. I didn't make any more axolotls. Not axolotls. Well, I didn't make any more axolotls. I did not make any more of Stacy's ducks, that birds that I wanted. I did not make any little cows, possums. I got 1 pig done, and I got 4 of the chunky mon done. So I'm going to start going into some things that sold for me and tell you how the market went. And yesterday was a good market. I was completely set up by 9 o'clock. I probably did not have to get there that early. I wanted to get there that early because, like I said, we had chances of rain all day yesterday. Just spotty showers. So, but I needed to make sure I had enough time to get my canopy up, my plushies out, and my sidewalls up before the rain came. So that was an experience. The market started at 10. I was the only crochet vendor there, but the market was very, very small this year. I was very disappointed. I was hoping it was going to be bigger, but even some of the other vendors like I've talked to, they said that this market particularly normally does way better, but for some reason it didn't. So there's that. So let me just go through some of these things like I've told y'all. Chicken nuggets I did very well with. And I say very well. For me, this style of chicken nugget is much better than the other one I had. The other one I had, I still have 2 left because they just were not selling for me. And they're in my booth. So, there's that. I sold my big possum for 20. It was the only one I had. I sold 2 spiders. And funny enough, they were my gray spiders. So, I did not sell any of my strawberries, did not sell any of my mice. Surprisingly enough, I did not sell any alligators, but it got a lot of attention. Pikachu and Wartortle got a lot of attention. My raccoon that I made in jumbo yarn got a lot of attention, and I think this little boy would have bought it if he would have had enough money. He got one of my mystery bags instead. Because he was like, well, how many's in your mystery bags? Because it was a holiday one. I said, well, there's probably 2 in there. And they were probably 2 of my $10 items. And I sold them in the mystery bag for $15 because, like I said, I don't like to keep stock. I know there are several people who put ghosts and all that, and I'm just not into it, okay? Whew. So, the only holiday stuff that I still have left is pumpkins. And it's because I don't put that in the mystery bag. I'm trying to think. What else did I sell? My $5 item. Okay. So, I had 3 of my mini bees left. I sold those. Sold 2 sharks and my $5 bucket. That was it. Sold a pair of Emmy sticks. It was my first one I have ever sold. Because my booth is kind of kid friendly, so I don't put them out where like the kids can come up and just take them, because if they pull the rubber off, it's very sharp, and I'm just very like cautious about that. But yeah, I sold one of my octos. I was pretty happy about that. I sold my Titus the sea turtle for $45. I was very excited about that. I sold my Blue Jay from Stacy Makes Pattern, and I haven't had that one that long. That was like one of my makes from the end of last year or early this year. Can't remember when Stacy put that bird pattern out, but I've only taken it to one other market, and my mallard sold at that one. So if you don't have Stacy's bird pattern, you need to get them, because they sell so well for me. Like I said, I don't make them all, and I have not made them all. I need to make some more, but I just haven't yet. But like my cardinal probably would have sold if I would have taken it to market. I did not take it to market. I gave it to my mother-in-law. So my mother-in-law was having a really hard time, and so her favorite bird's cardinals, so I did that for her, and it's sitting on her fireplace, so it was really nice. But yeah, I sold my mallard and my Blue Jay. The lady who bought my Blue Jay actually bought a spider, a mystery bag, and my axolotl. I sold my bee. That was a pattern test from Scarlet Garden Crochet. Hope I'm saying that right. Beth. Sold that one. That one's actually a free pattern, so if you haven't made it, definitely go check it out. What else did I sell? I sold 2 of my ladybugs, so I don't have any more ladybugs, and I'm like, ugh. I did not have any $15 turtles ready for this market. I wasn't trying to prep those either. Actually, I have some shells that I could have made some, but like I had other turtles that I needed to have gotten rid of, so I sold another rainbow dinosaur. The dinosaur pattern I use is the same one that Refined Vibes uses, I think. It's a paid pattern. I forget who makes it, and it if I get the Yarn Bee Happy-licious, that's the color name, it's rainbow. If I make that one if I make a dinosaur with that yarn, I always sell one. I will sell one at every market. So I actually try to keep 2 or 3 of those, and I think I have about 2 now, maybe 3, because I got to where I made like a few of them post-market season. Because you know, January through March was post-market season, gearing up for pre-market season, because pre-market season is March and April. What else did I have? I sold 4 mystery bags yesterday. That was neat. What else did I sell? Just trying to think of something else that like I hadn't sold before that like I finally sold. Oh, my little squids that I made with Plushie Coast pattern, I've only taken those to one other market, and I sold those for $8, and I sold one. So I sold one of those finally. I think I would have sold two, but the little girl couldn't make up her mind if she wanted a little octo or the squid. It's just she couldn't make up her mind. She didn't get either. So trying to think, what else did I sell? I think that's all that that stuck out that I sold without it being right in front of me. Like I said, I know I sold two of my $20 turtles. Oh, this little girl came in with grandma and wanted my big Pikachu. And grandma was like, no, I'm not spending that much on you. I've already bought you this shirt. Like, no. And so I told her, I said, well, at first I made sure that she was grandma before I called her grandma. I said, well, you know, if grandma don't want to pay $60 for the big one, I do have the smaller one over here for $15, because I decided to do Chunky Mom for $15 and do it that way. And so she got the little Pikachu. So that was very fun. And most of these that things that I've sold, most of them are free patterns that I've tried, or like their pattern tests that I've tried. So I got asked if I had a lion, and so I may get a custom order for one of those if I can make it. But I'll wait for the lady to contact me, because I'm not just going to make it, because I don't know if that's going to sell for me. Because that's not something that I typically get asked. So, now what you're all here for, the market breakdown. So I made $547. Now, we were 30 minutes before the market closed. I was going on and filling out my tax thing, and I took it in. Well, my last two sales happened in the last 15 minutes. So I was not counting that in the tax. So the tax is actually for the 530. So it was, they told me to round. It was 37.10, and if you round, you know that 4 and under you round down. 5 and up you round up. I was not giving 10 cents. Wasn't gonna do that. Giving them 90 cents when it was just 10. So that was 37. My booth fee was 77. Which, that one's typical. That's what I pay all the time. Like, I pay anywhere from $50 to $100 around here. For a 1 day. Now my 2 day, I pay $150, which I think that should be higher, but they're kind of losing interest in that small town, so they aren't going to do that. But with that being said, with my 430, I still brought home 416. So if you add that 17 that I made at the end, it was 433. Is what I brought home yesterday. Which was fairly good, because it wasn't like super crowded. It wasn't like last year was more crowded, more vendors. I don't think I made as much, because I didn't have a whole lot last year. Last year was my first full year of doing markets, so I still was not, and that was one of the first markets I did, so I still was not doing what I needed to have done. So there's that. With that being said, this was still a good market. I still got my name out there. You know, I handed out some business cards, you know. Might have a custom order out from this market, might not, but you never know. And so, with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you could do me a big favor, we're on our way to 100 subscribers. So if you could hit that subscribe button, hit the button that looks like this, and leave me a comment at what sells at your market. Or if you have something that is selling really great for you and you would like to just tell me something that I could do to increase sales, that's great. Just remember to keep everything about being positive. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye guys!